People always shy away from doing stuff for free. They think maybe paying in exposure is not really the best.
Oh, please, by all means, that's the only way.
I'm sorry, they're going to hate you on the internet.
Guys, get some more, put it back, and then it'll keep multiplying. And before you know it, you're rich, baby. I think I've let a few things out of the bag, but
why do you say it's not very good when your mind is consumed with moving forward?
I feel like begging you, please take easy on me.
So, how are you feeling?
I feel like begging you, please take easy on me. I don't know these questions, but I'm good. A little, I don't know, maybe nervous, but I don't know kind of questions coming, but I'm fine and yeah.
Everything will be alright. Okay, so can you tell us about the award-winning Effy and Effy's Kitchen, and can you describe what you're building?
So Effy's Kitchen is a lawyer, a mom of two, someone who is very passionate about food and empowering women also, especially women who want to go into that area to cook, learn how to cook. I'm also very passionate about family time.
Okay.
So that's why I started Effy's Kitchen. Everybody, man, woman, boy, girl, anyone who is interested in cooking delicious meals, without overthinking it or whatever, should just come to Effy's Kitchen and you'll be able to put something good on your table. Bond, as in family bonding time should be beautiful. If you want to go into business as a man or woman, Effy's Kitchen is the person you want to turn to. So yeah.
Very, very nice. I like that you mentioned, women empowerment, and, it's something that you're passionate about. Was it always the passion that made you start Effy's Kitchen, or did you have some inspiration? Did you look up to someone? How was the journey from the beginning?
Okay, so the journey for me, I unfortunately at the time there was nobody for me to look up to. There was one food blogger, right, a Nigerian food blogger. She wasn't doing videos. It was more like just writing out the recipes. But then she would always make it sound like cooking was stressful. If you don't add this at this time, you spoilt it. If you don't, and I was like, what are you talking about? Why are you scaring people? Why are you making it? I know that people need to package and make it look like they're doing something. But I'm like, come on now. You could be scaring people into thinking, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start putting out recipes there to show people that I want to demystify. In fact, that was the word that came into my head. I'm going to demystify the art of cooking. You can cook, it can be simple enough, and people will still turn out something delicious. So it was the passion that made me go in, the passion to demystify, to let people know you can do it. Anybody can. It's not that scary.
And I think your channel intro, that's what you say. You say you want to make cooking very simple and easy.
Yeah.
So would you say the art of cooking is generally something that you can simplify on a video, or is there more to making food? I don't know.
Well, there is I could simplify it to as much as I can, right? There's more to it. For instance, to get the best out of a dish, you need to start from fresh ingredients. You need to get the freshest of ingredients first.
Okay.
So you can't just get any kind of ingredient and then come and sit down and watch Effy's Kitchen. Or she put this there, she put this there, and then expect to get the end result. Yeah, you'll get something, but start first from getting the freshest and the best of ingredients that you can get. Then sit back, watch my video, and there's nothing that you will do once you watch it that it won't turn out perfect.
When you introduced yourself, you said Effy's Kitchen Effy is a lawyer. Did you why did you pivot from law? Are you still practicing? And what were your parents' reaction to you were a lawyer, or you are a lawyer and you're doing this thing full time?
So I practiced for well over a decade.
Okay.
Yeah, and along the line, I started doing this as a side thing. It was nothing. I had no intention at all of it ever becoming a full-time job. It was just by the side. It was just like I said, I just got really pissed off by that particular blog that I saw that I was always making everything difficult. I said, no, it's not that difficult, and I'm going to show people. So it was just by the side, and it took a life of its own. I had no clue it was going to be this, that I was going to be doing this as a career. I had no clue. And after a while, after about 5 years of doing it side by side with my legal work. I practiced for, like I said, over a decade. I was doing everything side by side. So after about 5 years, I decided, look, I had to make a choice, because for me, there's power in focus. You've got to focus on something, you know? So I decided I was going to do this. And then when I told my parents, that it was very difficult for me, actually. So it wasn't even my parents thing. Me.
It was you.
Me. I fought and struggled. Like, am I doing the right thing? I'm a lawyer. I've gone to school. I've been practicing. That's where I earn a living. This is all I know. And all of a sudden, I've decided that I'm going into being a content creator, you know, and this is something I want to do. But that was keeping me awake at night. It was not the law. It was not. So when I'm working all through the night, it's only food I'm thinking about. I'm in the boardroom, I'm jotting about food, you know? People are talking about, oh, I want to become SAN, and then I find myself saying, hey, God, oh, you know, I'll just follow the conversation. Please, what's going on here? What are the training? But I was just doing it because I felt like
you had to.
I had to, but deep down, all I wanted to do was to create recipes and put it out there. So when I had to, I fought that battle in my mind first. Can I do it? What will I tell people? You're leaving law to go and cook up. Oh, we don't understand it. What are you doing? So I had to come to a place that you don't have to understand it. It is my life. And if I fail, at least I tried. It's what I want to do. So at the point I decided this is it. And then my parents said, no, they struggle that, no, can't you combine the two like you've been doing? Keep doing it. And then the partners at my law firm as well also made it very difficult for me. They made it sound like you don't know what you're doing, you know. But at the end of the day, they even offered to promote me to the next level. Of course, I'd been getting promotion, but they thought, I said, no, guys, it's not about that. This is a trap. You want to keep me, and then what happens to my dream? So eventually I resigned. I told my parents I'm doing this, and I'm here.
And the rest is history. And you didn't always know that it would be this big. I mean, how did you feel when you got to 1 million followers on Instagram?
I don't know. It was surreal. I didn't believe it. 1 million. I remember when I got to 5,000, when I was on 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, it was still unreal. I remember when I used to tell my husband, 5,000 people are following me. I don't believe it. Then 10,000, then I got to 100,000. So with each milestone, it's still, wow.
And here it is now.
Yeah.
What do you see the future of the Effy's Kitchen brand being?
Right. So I have a lot of things up my sleeve. One thing I've always wanted, and one thing, because every morning, one thing I do is to speak it, to say it, to see it, you know. So before I even I had all 1 million followers, right from when I started, I always said, I want to be a household name. I didn't know how, where, but you know, it's here, it's coming to light. So Effy's Kitchen, I want to be a household name, not just in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world, do things internationally, have my own line of different things. I don't believe in saying things out until it materializes, you know. I have a TV program now on DSTV. So I'm in the right direction. There are things I've always wanted to do. So, but people are going to see and hear more of Effy's Kitchen, and also have Effy's Kitchen in their kitchen and in their home. I think I've let a few things out of the bag. But
you mentioned this DSTV show. Is it currently running?
Oh yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And it's called Effy's Kitchen.
What is the station that they continue?
African Magic channel 154, and then it's on Go TV channel 2 as well. Yeah. Okay. I'm a YouTuber as well.
I mean, obviously, yeah. Effy's Kitchen is on YouTube and Instagram, and you know, I like the short videos. I like the ones where you also have a guest. I've also, you know, Fisayo Fosudo has been one of the guests,
and he made pounded yam for us.
And egusi soup.
And egusi soup. Did I say pounded egusi soup?
With Eric and the help of my mom.
Kid, yes.
What was it like? I know you worked with Mama Dor.
Yeah, as your brand ambassador.
How was that like when you first got the first email?
Gosh.
And
Fisayo. Let me still, like, I don't believe it. It was, you know, when something is happening to you that you never anticipated or you did not see it coming. I remember I was on, I just given birth to my twins that day, and then I got a call that
The same day?
yeah, I was still on my maternity. In fact, I'd not seen the twins yet, honestly. I'd not even seen them.
Okay.
I'd not seen them. I was just still recovering. And then I got a call that, oh, you're going to be the ambassador for Mama Do and stuff. And I said, me? I said, yes. Wow. And then I just had to play it cool. Like, okay, thank you. And then after the call, I was like, what? What? Like, how?
Wow.
It was very exciting. And how many followers did I have at the time? I'm not sure. It was up to 500,000 or so. But it was just so exciting that, okay, me doing what I'm doing, what I love to do, what I'm passionate about, and I'm doing it, and brands are recognizing, and then a well-known brand, a major brand wants me to be its face. Myself and Ufoma, so it was not like it was only me, Ufoma, an actress. So, but it just meant a lot to me and validated me in so many ways. And
would you say there has been other brands or other similar cases like that?
Oh yes. I also know that it was almost as if when Mama Doll took me on as the ambassador, other brands are like, oh, okay. We see you now, and I'm like, hey guys, I've been there.
So it was more like a launch pad.
Yeah, it definitely was a launch pad.
I think I saw. So would you say it's added any like I don't know how to put the word. Did it add any I don't know, is it not any star to the armor or something? Like, did it help you get more or improve the quality of what you were doing already?
No, I won't say it improved the quality, because right from time, my motto has always been work with what you have, but produce excellent results as far as you can with what you have. So even before Mama Door, it's always been, I've always tried to put my best foot forward in everything. So I won't say it changed the quality, because it's always been ongoing, but it did it did create an awareness that people are really watching. So keep doing what you're doing. It just fueled my passion more and made me keep going.
Have you ever created any recipe or any video that sort of performed beyond the expectation you had? Like any recipe that went maybe viral, and what was it?
Yeah. So on Instagram now, see, Instagram is such a place that you put your whole heart into one recipe and say, this is the recipe. And before you know it, hardly you get the regular number of views. And then you create one and you just think, let me just do. I remember it was my Senegalese jollof rice on YouTube. It went viral. Like, oh my gosh. I think that was when I had millions. Millions. I'll get there one day. Millions of, okay, I'm exaggerated, but thousands of subscribers from that video, Senegalese jollof rice. It went viral.
What do you think when people talk about like Nigerian jollof versus Ghana jollof? What do you think of that question? I'm not saying you should answer now. What do you think of the question? Where do you think it comes from?
Honestly, I don't even really know where that question came from, because I've had both and I think they're good. I think people just like the excitement of comparing something and just talking about something. Well, the kind of rice we use are different, but there's really nothing to talk about, honestly. They are both very good. Maybe we should just call it West Africa jollof, so everybody will stop this debate and stuff. But I really don't see the basis for the comparison. They're both very good.
I remember we went to Ghana for the YouTube. What was it called? I didn't remember. There was a festival in the end. Accra something.
But yeah,
it was very interesting, and I'm sure you've traveled to a handful of countries. What would you say is your best recipe apart from Nigerian recipes? What would you say your best recipes have been from your traveling experience?
Ghana, I like the Ghana light soup a whole lot. I've tried it. It's very simple to make and it's delicious. I've made quite a bit of Ghanaian recipes. I've made Kenyan recipes a whole lot, but which one has I would say the Ghanaian light soup.
What can you eat it with?
Anything, fufu.
Oh, really?
Some people say you can even eat it with rice, or they traditionally have it with fufu. So, yeah.
You've done some culinary courses as well. Can you maybe speak more on stuff that you've done in that area? Oh
yes, I have a culinary. Should I call it a school? But it's virtual.
Okay.
Where I have taught over, I would say, well over 1,000 people.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. And some of them, many of them have gone on to opening their own businesses, restaurants, whether they're cooking from home in bowls or whether they've even opened a full restaurant. And many of them have also, oh, Fisayo, I get so many emails telling me that I have restored their marriages.
Wow.
Yes, a whole lot.
Okay.
Just because they have improved the quality of food they put on their table. I mean, what could be better? Marriages have been restored, businesses have been opened, people are generally happier in whatever they do, their quality of life has improved just because of these videos that I put out there. And this culinary school that I have is it gives you the opportunity to stay with me or learn from me one-on-one and ask me questions. So this culinary school has helped a lot of people. If you were planning to host a dinner, I could guide you with the kind of menu to put out there, help you with your children's food, you know, the kind of food you should give your kids from toddler from age of 6 months when they can start eating, to school timetables, what they can take to school. So these are the things that I teach in my school.
Where can they find it? Do you have a URL that you can?
Yeah, I have a website.
Okay.
Yeah, where you can.
To be linked in the description of this video. I wanted to ask about you've done a lot of amazing things throughout your time, you know, making content. What would you say has been the most beneficial investment you've made in this journey? You know, whether it's creating content, whether it's gear or just some course or education that you took.
First, getting my studio.
Okay.
I invested quite a bit, and it's been so much. Like it's been highly beneficial to me because now when I'm in it, my creative juices are just flowing. I'm really happy. Like it feels more like I'm in my office.
Yeah.
I'm happier. And then I'm able to create what I want to create. The ambience is just beautiful. I'm able to invite people into my space, you know. So it's been very beneficial to me having my studio, and then the kind of equipment that I use, I've invested quite a bit in that as well. And I'm very happy because when I see the outcome on YouTube, on my channel, I'm really glad about it. So then also in terms of traveling, it's also an investment that I've made. You know, I go to different countries now. The culture is exciting. I pick up 1 or 2 recipes that I go back with and try. I even take some ingredients back home with me. So yeah, I've invested in that as well. So those are a few things that I've invested in that.
What in terms of like books that you've read? Is there maybe any couple of books that you've read that have helped you as well in the journey? All
right, so books are very important to me. I think one that really, really shaped my mind, The Power of Positive Thinking. Yeah. Power of Focus. That one really, 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 it was a deciding. After I read that book, I knew I had to resign from my legal career.
Okay.
Because you're neither here nor there. You're putting energy in both places. I'm not saying it's wrong, but if you want to go further, then you need to focus on something, and then when you conquer that thing, then you can move on. So that book changed it for me. Power of Focus, Power of Positive Thinking, The Richest Man in Babylon, and then Atomic Habits is what I'm reading currently.
How did you find it?
I've only just started, but that's what I opened this morning.
Oh wow.
Yes, this morning on my bed, because I try to make an hour out of my very busy schedule, an hour every day, to read and enrich my mind. Because it is said, the difference between you now and, is the kind of books you read. So I'm going to lose nothing by reading. So I love to read. And I remember a conversation I had with you on our trip back to Nigeria.
Yes, I remember.
Fisayo really opened my mind. And when you talked about how much you read, I was like, damn, this guy. I'm going to keep reading. So yeah.
Okay. We want to ask about, people always want to know, like, money and all that aspect. AdSense is one way people make money on YouTube. Yeah. Apart from AdSense, what would you say is your own, like, maybe streams of income as a creator? Okay,
so apart from AdSense, like you've said, is brand deals. So brand deals and AdSense, and then of late, membership.
Okay.
I've got some channel membership. It's not so much, but it's coming in, so that's another stream. And very soon I'll be introducing I'll be introducing my merch to the public, But for now, it's just AdSense, brand deals, and channel membership. Those are my streams of income from YouTube for now.
People always ask, if I want to start something like this, if I want to start doing what you're doing, how can I go about it? So maybe if you can touch on how someone watching this video currently, how can they start?
First thing, please start where you are.
Okay.
With what you have.
Okay.
Very, very important. Start with, you have a phone, a camera, a phone, right? Please use it. Do not wait. I want to buy a Sony like Fisayo. Don't wait till you have the biggest camera. No, don't. Just start what you have. I'm telling you from experience, because this was how I started. Started from my kitchen. There was nothing to write home about, and then you just start what you have. If you need external help, by all means, get it. You need to pay to study something, for a course, please, by all means. If you cannot pay, you don't have the resources right now to, go and go to a course or something. Ask your friend who is an expert in that area to help you out, to teach you. Pull in favors, cook something nice for them in exchange for an hour of their time. Just use what you have to get what you want. Be resourceful. You have it in you. It is in you. Don't wait anymore. Start now.
That's very good advice, actually. I think people always shy away from doing stuff for free. They think maybe paying exposure is not really the best. What do you think?
Oh, please, by all means. That's the only way. Number one, you get yourself out there, do it for free. And then they say practice makes perfect. By the time you do it for free, you're also practicing on your own craft. And then by the time you do it for free, also, you're going to get feedback from other people. And that's very important. Because how else can you get better if you don't get feedback? How else can you put it out there if you don't do it for free? So please do not take it as anyhow. How can I do it for free? I don't have money. I'm just managing. Please do it for free. I call it your time of sowing. You will reap at some point, but please do not shy away for doing anything for free or for doing anything at a little cost, even if they want to pay. It's your time to sow. You will reap. Don't let money be the uppermost thing. Don't let money be the thing on your mind all the time. Money will come. Money will come.
Apart from cooking, or apart from making videos about cooking, what other interests do you have?
Okay. So right now, apart from creating these videos, like you said, I'm creating my own stuff. Okay. Like I said, people will have in their homes really soon. So that's taking a good amount of my time. Okay. And then what do I do? Fisayo, there's really no time for much. I'm telling you, because my whole mind, everything is consumed with how to move forward. I know that's not very good, but yeah. So I just chill with my kids when I want to relax, or I try to watch something on Netflix, which never happens because I fall asleep after a few minutes. But yeah, so I just chill with my family, watch something.
Why do you say it's not very good when your mind is consumed with moving forward?
No, it's good, but I think it becomes unhealthy when every second of the day, we translate, after a while, days, months, all you're thinking about is work. You'll burn out. And that has happened to me a few times. I didn't know what name to call it before or stuff. I'll just find that after a while I'm becoming irritable. I'm not able to think creatively. I'm just pushing everybody, let's just do this, but I'm feeling frustrated. So at that point, I think you should take a step back, just chill, just breathe, and then come back. So,
well, speaking of improving, how do you stay inspired and continually create these fresh ideas on your videos?
So I watch a lot of YouTube videos, a whole lot. That helps me stay afloat, to let me know what's going on, what's new. I watch a whole lot. I read books, and I listen to people. I talk to people as well. So industry friends, I just to them, ask them what's up, what's going on. I watch other people's videos, and so I draw my inspiration and also know what's happening, because you cannot afford not to know, and not to move with the times. After a while, you start lagging behind and nobody will remember you.
Everybody on the internet has been talking about it. Hilda's what do you call it? Is it
Cookathon?
Cookathon.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? I've been seeing it everywhere. I think you went
Yeah,
for
I did.
it. What do you think?
Goodness. What Hilda did is huge, major. Like cooking for 2 hours. I mean, sometimes I don't want to go and lie on my bed for the rest of the day. So for someone to cook for 100 hours, it's big. Very, very huge. The stamina involved is on another level, and then not only the physical stamina, it's also a mental thing going on. So what I could just see from Hilda is this girl is strong mentally and physically. And also one lesson I took out of it is dream big. So that has taught me a lesson. Keep dreaming. Nothing, in fact, your dream should scare you. And then aside dreaming, you must execute. If you do not execute it, then it's only going to remain a dream. Another lesson I took out of that was be surrounded with the right team. Okay. It's very important because clearly she didn't do it by herself. She had a great team that understood the vision and supported her, so that was able to help her move forward and keep going. Yeah, so those are a few lessons that I took out. What she did was huge, it was major, and I give her kudos for putting Nigeria on the map. You
mentioned a couple of good investments you've made. Have you ever made any investments that you thought was good but didn't turn out well?
Yes.
Like, can you give an example?
I've invested in stocks.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And some Nigerian banks.
Oh wow.
Where are the banks today? Where is my money? So if anyone comes to me to talk to me about stocks, especially Nigerian banks, I don't know. Maybe you have to convince me. So
what challenges did you face when you started, and how have you been able to overcome those challenges?
Okay, so when I started, I had the challenge of time. Okay. It was a very big challenge for me because I had my regular 9 to 5, and as we know in Nigeria, it's not 9 to 5. It's maybe 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. So how I was able to conquer that challenge was I wasn't sleeping anymore, because the only thing on my mind is if it's that important to you, you'll make the time. So I used to work late into the night and wake up very early, and weekends did not exist anymore for me. No more partying, anything. So I put that time to good use. So I had that challenge of time, which I was able to conquer by, like I said, staying awake and doing stuff. Another challenge I had was the resource. I won't say, because I had a 9 to 5, right? So that helped me to an extent. That fueled my passion to a great extent, but I won't say I had a sort of money to buy all the fancy equipment that I had now and stuff, but I didn't let that stop me. I used what I had and what I could afford at that time. And then skill set. I didn't have the editing skill set. I did not have. I mean, what did I know about video editing? Nothing. So what I did was I had someone to teach me, help me, and then I went online a lot, especially YouTube, to learn a whole lot. So those are a few challenges that I had.
We are in this quickfire section of this interview, and I'll just ask a few questions. You just choose one, and maybe give a reason why. Okay. So, Iru or seasoning cubes?
Seasoning cubes, because you cannot use Iru in every dish.
Okay. Pounded yam or poundo yam?
Pounded yam. The real thing is always the real thing.
Okay. Boiled egg or fried egg?
Boiled egg, just because you don't need oil to make it.
White bread or wheat bread?
White bread is sweeter.
Which one is healthier?
Wheat bread, of course.
Okay. Favorite tool in the kitchen?
Favorite tool in the kitchen is definitely my blender.
Okay.
My high power blender. Can blend anything. Crush it.
Your go-to comfort food?
Noodles.
Your favorite movie of all time?
I just saw one. It's my favorite so far. Queen Charlotte.
Okay. Marvel or DC?
What's DC?
Okay, that's good. That's very good. I'm sorry. They're going to hate you on the internet.
But what's DC?
I can't believe this. It's Marvel movies or DC movies. They are comics anyway. It's those Avengers, the action movies with the Spider-Man. That's Marvel anyway. DC is like Batman, Superman.
Then I'll do Marvel.
Wow. You didn't even know what this is, and then you just have. Okay, the last one: iPhone or Android?
iPhone. Of late, I used to be Android, but it's iPhone now.
What do you think of AI, and what do you think it's doing to the creative industry, in your opinion? Do you think it's disruptive? I mean, it's disruptive, but how disruptive do you think?
Good disruptive. Yeah.
So this is not a quick fire question.
Okay.
We just want your opinion on AI in general.
Yeah. So I think it's very disruptive, like you said, but in a good way. You know? Let's talk about the Chat GPT. I've had an experience, I had a brand job, and then I just put it in to create a brief content for me. So I just put in the brief into it and asked it to create a script for me, and it did. And so all I did was just to tailor it here and there. I was like, oh my God. Before I'd have had to, hey God, what's the best way, So it really made life easier for me. And to that extent, I'm all for it. I'm down.
Would you say tech has influenced your creativity and your brand? And how has it helped? Like, how do you use tech on a day-to-day basis?
Oh my God. Tech is everything. Like, where would we be without tech? Tech is, that's the main focus of my job now. Okay. Tech. Find me online, virtual, everywhere. It's because of tech. My phone, the internet, everything. So I don't think I can do without tech. It's everything for me. My business and how I make my money. It's tech.
Okay, so we're doing this thing with the Leaderboard series where we ask 2 questions about money and life. So 1 question money, 1 question life. Okay. And we're giving a MacBook to 1 subscriber in a separate video. Is this something you're okay with?
Am I going to get the MacBook?
It will be a subscriber. It will just be a subscriber, somebody watching.
Okay.
So for money, what is the one thing you'd say to someone who wants to improve their current financial situation and make a bit more money for themselves based on your experience?
Invest. When you make money, don't spend it on frivolous things. Don't. Reinvest. Keep reinvesting. And just don't blow it. A time will come when you make enough and then can buy whatever. But if you're just starting off, please be disciplined. Have the discipline of mind to keep investing with the little you have. Keep making it work for you.
Okay. When you say invest, is it reinvest in the work you're doing or invest in yourself, or how?
Oh, reinvest in the work you're doing. Whatever you've done that gave you the little profits, please put it back, multiply it, and just keep going like that. Based on my own experiences, the little money you have now, whatever amount, use it. If it yields any form of profit for you, put it back into the business that gave you that profit, get some more, put it back, and then it'll keep multiplying, and before you know it, you're rich, baby.
Okay, and then the second question, what is one thing anyone can do in their life to elevate them, or one thing you did to elevate you in your life, and what did you learn from it?
Service.
Yeah,
service. I did a service to people without even knowing where it was going to get me. I just knew that I wanted to demystify the art of cooking. I wanted to make somebody's life easier by showing you how to cook, to make your life better, maybe family, or to make you, or to empower you. And by that singular act of service, I'm here now and I'm only getting better.
Awesome. We've reached the last question. Is there any other advice that you'd like to give to someone watching this? Maybe they want to go from 0 to becoming something. What piece of advice?
Believe in yourself. You can do it. You have it in you. For you to think it, you can do it. Surround yourself with positive people, and if there are no positive people around you, get on the internet. Listen to motivational speakers. They work. Forget all these motivational speakers. They do work. They changed my life, really. So if you don't have any friends that can help you, or family, or no one supports you, please keep going. Have your dream. Be focused. Work with what you have now. Meet people. Network. And just be confident and believe in your abilities. It will take you a long way, and be disciplined. Be very disciplined and focused.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We've reached the end of this.
We've reached the end. I don't want it to end.
This was a very good conversation.
Thank you.
I really learned a lot as well.
You, Fisayo.
I did. I've been taking notes, so I've been taking notes and I did learn a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you very
having me.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this episode with Effy's Kitchen. I hope you found it useful. If you did, do consider subscribing to the channel and turning on all notifications, because our next guest is an amazing photographer, one of the best portrait and commercial photographers in Nigeria. Amazing Cliff.
I stopped saving money and started investing money.
That video will be dropping next week on the channel. And if you want to know how to build wealth and stay wealthy, here's a 20-minute conversation we had with Money Africa. It's really insightful, and I'll catch you guys in that video.